Hello and welcome to marketing91.com. In this video, we are going to cover the topic on Porter's 5 forces analysis. Let's start with the introduction. To understand the area of strength in a business situation, organizations use Porter's 5 forces model. This business strategy tool helps examine the appeal of an industry. The model states that the competitive strength of an organization in a business circumstances is regulated by 5 factors or forces. The 5 factors are industry rivalry, threat of substitution, threat of new entrants, supplier power, and buyer power. Let's look at each one of them briefly, starting with the industry rivalry. The magnitude of competition between rivals in an industry is called industry rivalry. Industry rivalry on a scale of low to high is high when the number of rivals is enormous, the switching costs are inexpensive, the industry is developing, firms stick to the industry and participate when the barriers of the existing are high, the economy of scale and low prices achieved through higher production due to high fixed cost, and differentiation, price wars and advertising wars due to high industry rivalry make it difficult for companies to keep up their profits. Next, threat of substitute products. The ability of a consumer to effortlessly shift to the competitor's services and product is referred to as threat of substitute products. The threat of substitute products on a scale of low to high is high when there are plenty of available substitute products in the market. It is easy for consumers to find services or products that are priced equally or lower to the firm's services or products, or the competitor products are of better quality than the company's. In case where the threat is high, the price trends of products have to be closely recorded so that it does not affect the company's profit and revenue. In such cases, the product tends to lose its allure. Next, threat of new entrants. When companies lose their market share because of the entry of new players, it is called the threat of new entrants. The industry's entry and exit barriers are generally the basis of this threat. The threat of new entrants on a scale of low to high is high when you need very little capital to kickstart a business in the industry, economies of scale, the switching cost of products is inexpensive, products are non-differentiated, the technology needed is effortlessly available in the market, along with the profit margins, the barrier of entry and exit are high. However, when the companies do not perform well, try to improve their performance, organizations face more risk. It gets easier for firms to enter and exit the industry when the profitability along with the barriers are low. Next, bargaining power of suppliers. The magnitude of power that suppliers have over increasing the price of units is referred to as bargaining power of suppliers. Power of suppliers when rated on a scale of low to high is high when suppliers are focused and well organized, the number of substitute products as in inputs available is less, the existing input is distinctive and successful, and the switching cost is high. The market loses allure when suppliers manage to get control over the products and their price. The best way to avoid this is by having multiple suppliers and being interdependent with them. And finally, bargaining power of buyer. The magnitude of power that buyers have over reducing the prices of the product. The bargaining power of buyers when rated on a scale of low to high is high when similar products are sold by multiple suppliers. A couple of buyers look out to buy a huge number of products. Buyers purchase in bulk. Products is non-differentiated, low switching cost and low shopping cost. Providing differentiated products can help in bringing down the bargaining power of buyers. Now let's apply Porter's 5 force analysis to the US online grocery market. Introduction. For 2020, United States online grocery percentage share of the total grocery market was pegged at 10.2% or about $106 billion, which was up 3.4% from 2019. The share of online groceries of the United States by 2025 is expected to reach $250.26 billion. Moving on, there is a high level of competition in the market with both old, large companies and new, small-scale companies. Both Walmart and Amazon are continued leading the online grocery market in 2020. Both of them use their key strengths that their competitors lacked. By announcing their completely automated warehouse that will speed up their manufacture and pick up services by using robots, Walmart has excited consumers. The company seems to be very composed about taking advantage of its infrastructure footprint. While Walmart is in motion, Amazon's strategy is to keep leveraging its strength like fast free shipping with minimal price restrictions. Target, Instacart, Peapod and Kroger are some companies that are trying to acquire a larger share in the US online grocery market. Next, threat of new entrants is medium. Due to the large market potential, the online grocery market is increasingly becoming alluring to new entrants. Investors are very optimistic about the hyperlocal section. But the main barriers of entry are increasing delivery and storage cost, large initial capital requirement, intense competition, low margin, and price fluctuation of grocery items. Next, threat of substitute products is medium to high. Retail stores and delivery options offered by them seem to be the only substitute. Since consumers have the option of shifting to different online grocery stores and offline stores, the switching costs are low or nil. Players don't acquire any brand loyalty. Finally, looking at the bargaining power of buyers, which is high, a lot of grocers are available for consumers to choose from. Companies are trying their best to give consumers the best shopping experience and value. And finally, bargaining power of supplier. Suppliers have very low bargaining power, such a huge number of procurement options, including the provision of extra businesses to suppliers by bringing them to an online platform, and bulk procurement are available to online groceries. Sales can be magnified by vendors just by joining online grocers. Thus, to conclude, the online grocery industry in US is very profitable. The scope of an enthusiastic businessman who has good operational management and an unconventional business model is considerable high. Thus, the US online grocery industry is a lucrative segment to enter. So that's it, folks. This brings an end to the topic on Porter's 5 Foes analysis. These are some of the sources and links referred to for the content in the video. If you have liked the video, do subscribe to our channel. If you want to view these videos in an organized manner, you can visit freecourses.net, where all our videos are available in the form of courses. Thank you and see you in the next video.